Yeah, so we learned how to draw this drawing in the previous video. Now I'm going to show you how to add dimensions. Yeah, now so in order to add dimensions, what we're going to do is to switch to the dimensions layer. If you don't know how to add layers, you should look at that video about adding layers. I also made a video about making templates. You should look at it. Okay, so just switch to the dimensions layer, and then we're going to use this annotate. Annotate ribbon has everything to do with markings on that drawing, whichever kind of marking or wording, any kind of detail to be added to that drawing is the feature is put under annotate. Okay, right. So what we need is this part here, dimensions. Okay, yeah. So yeah, before we start adding dimensions, go ahead and modify this one. We have a dimension style. We can choose the predefined ones, but we're going to modify our own. So click manage dimension styles, and let's go ahead and modify standard. Alternatively, we could just create a new one. It doesn't have to be a copy of standard. We just call it dimension 1. So I'll just use block letters to call it dimension 1. So it should start with standard. That's no problem. So do not click annotative. Just click that, and now we're going to modify dim1. So we start off with the lines, dimensions line, or better still, we could start with let's start with the symbols and arrows first, so that you see the preview here. So symbols and arrows, so we need to change the arrow size to something big like 4, and yeah, like 4, so that is okay. So now you can see the arrows here. Yeah, those arrows, like the way they should be, and that is all we need to do there. Let's go back to the lines. Extend beyond dimension line. So this is the dimension line. Now extend is the projection line to extend beyond the dimension line, that extra bit that goes upwards. Then offset from the origin, this would be the origin, so that bit if it's offset from the origin of the marking. So we want it to extend by 1, we want it offset by we can choose 3, so you can see that gap there, and that is all we need to do there. So the other thing is the colors. We need colors by layer, because we're in a dimensions layer. Also the line type by layer, everything by layer, line weight by layer, color of extension line by layer, everything just change to by layer. Okay, we are done with the lines. We finished the symbols and arrows. Then we go to the text. The text height 3 is enough for now, according to the size of the objects we have. We could say 3 is enough. At some point we might need to manage the text style and choose another text style. So you can always go back to around here and choose your own text style, depending on the size of the object. Sometimes the text might be too small in respect to the size of the object. So we can leave the text style the way it is, but the color should be by layer. Fill is none. Then we want to adopt to ISO standard. Then we need it to be, text placement should be above the dimension line, and then it should not sit exactly in the dimension line, so we should offset it by maybe 1. Okay, yeah, by 1. And now we need to get rid of the decimal points, so we go to primary units, change the precision to that, so that we don't have the point 0 0. So any figure which is maybe 0.7, like from 0.5 and above, will always be rounded off to the nearest whole number. So same thing with the angular dimensions, precision is that. So now we are done with our dimension. We've modified dimension 1, and then you can go ahead and close this. So what we need is to, we could start off by marking the distances from here to there. So for that we are going to use, we could use linear or aligned, whichever works for you. In this case we can use either one of them, linear or aligned. Okay, so I normally use aligned, so I'll choose aligned. We want to get that point, but we need it to be somewhere here, so just highlight and then click somewhere there, and then 44 was around there, so I'm just tracking the lines, 0 degree and 270 degrees, done. So we have 44 over there. Okay, and we want another one from there to well, it should actually be in line with this, so I could just click here, so it has to go to that point, so we just track that point to there, 0 degrees and 270 degrees, click. Then if you want them to be in line, just simply snap at that end point. Okay, so now they are in line, and now we go to the next one, click this. We simply need to start from that point and we go to that point. So that point is okay, I lost it. It's somewhere there, 0 and 270 degrees, so you click, then we click this, okay, so that they are in line. And now for the horizontal displacement, again clicking aligned, track that point vertically downwards, and click around here and look for the next point, 270 degrees and 180 degrees, so you click. Okay, so we have 42 there. Then obviously we just need to start from this end point, so just click there and track that point vertically and horizontally. We have that, click, should say 6. So now we align it with this one by clicking the end point. Okay, so we have 6 and 42, that displacement. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and add dimensions to the circles. So we normally dimension full circles using this, the diameter, and we dimension the radii and arcs using we dimension the arcs using the radius thing method. So for this we choose that diameter, and we start with maybe the outside circle, so we have something like that, 30. Let me try to push it upwards like that. Yeah, but we kind of want it to look like this. So for that we still go to manage dimension style. There's a command shortcut command dimension sty, press enter, and we modify. So there's a part we need to fit under fine tuning. Click here so that line goes to the center, so click OK and close. Yeah, and we have that line going through and through. Okay, so we do the same thing for this other inner circle. So click there, and we want it to maybe sit around that point. Okay, that is good enough. Now we go for the arcs, choose radius, and choose this arc. We can make it sit here, then choose this arc, we can make it sit here. Okay, its center is here, and this one's center is here. Then we can choose this one, we'll put it here actually if we want. So the center is here, and that's the arc. Then we'll choose this one to be here, centered there. So we get this one centered there, and we also get this one. Center is there. It's too far, it might look messy, so it's best we just leave it like this. Okay, now we are done. So we have all the arcs, and one more, this one. Yeah. So since it's just an arc, we leave it like that, and yeah, so that is our drawing over there. That is how it's supposed to look with the dimensions.